Hi everyone, I guess you see it's Lars, so I'm gonna act like a TV chef here today. And the reason I do that is to make waffles on Friday the 26th of March. This year is a Friday. We have the waffle day. It's 9 months before Christmas, so that's a tradition here in Sweden. And we all eat waffles, and Swedish waffles are fantastic. They are thinner and heart-shaped, and you need an iron like this. You can buy those on Clas Ohlson, or you can buy them on Amazon.com in US. But in UK, Clas Ohlson is the best. Anyway, you need some flour, wheat flour. You need milk. You need some water as well to mix with that. You need some margarine, baking powder, and you need an egg or two, depending on how much mix you're going to make, how many you are. So let's get started. I actually prepared a little bit, so the first thing you should start with is taking the margarine. I normally use 100 grams, which is in the recipe, but if it's a new iron, maybe you should add a little bit extra, 150. Normally it's 150 in the recipe, but yeah, you don't need that much, but you don't need anything to butter the iron between the different waffles, but you have it enough here in this one. You have to melt that, but you should just melt it. You shouldn't burn it, and you should mix that with some of the wet stuff as well to make it cool down. But let's get started with the dry stuff. So I have had 6 deciliters of flour. And so that's the recipe. And then you take baking powder. You take 1 tablespoon of baking powder. You start with that one, and you mix that all together nicely before you mix it with anything else, because in that way you get the baking powder mixed in. But that you know, all of you, in a good way. So I stir it a little bit like this to mix it around, and I normally use one of these I don't know what to call it, whisker I think it's called, something like that. And then yeah, to mix it around a little bit. You should be very careful when the wet stuff gets in, so you don't mix too much time, because then you get gluten. So, and then I take you should take 6 deciliters of wet stuff. That's 5 deciliters. So 2.5 US cup, I think it is, if you for the flour, and 1 teaspoon. And you then take roughly about 5 deciliters of this, and then you add an extra deciliter of water. Like that. You take half of it. You can mix with this one here. You save half of it to cool down the butter or the margarine later. So I think I'll stop here, so you don't, you know how you do this. Right, so soon it's ready on the stove here. Just before we take that, I just want to tell you that kids love this, and everyone loves it. You can have it as together with coffee, or in the morning. You can have it in the afternoon after school and everything like that. Everyone will love it. So buy one of those irons. Here I actually have just melted it, not burned it at all. I take the rest of the fluid, put it in to cool it down a little bit before I put it into here. So now I have all of it into this. You can do it in portions if you want. I do it in portions, but to make it quicker here, I do it like this. And then you have to stir. Don't whip, stir, it's better. Then it's the best. So now it's pretty even. You know, after it actually should swell for half an hour, and then actually a lot of these, if you have some bumps, they will go away. You will not feel it. If you take in the egg too early, then you will get those type of things, an uneven mixture that will cause a problem in that. And of course you should not use these whipping machine whips to this. Okay, so I got it in here. You have all the ingredients on my web page. And so what should I do now? Yeah, I need some salt. I forgot that. Some salt, half a teaspoon. And then you need some sugar as well. Normally it's a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half. Kids, you know, they love sugar, so 2 I would say could do also with kids. But then we actually are more or less ready with this one. If you just add egg as well here. So as I repeat here, when I stir here, 6 deciliter of wheat, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and then 5 deciliter of milk, full milk if that's possible, and then 1 deciliter of water, half a teaspoon of what was that? Salt, of course, and then 1 tablespoon of sugar. So I think we are ready with this. Now this needs to have to rest and swell for about at least 50 minutes, I would say. But it's good. So you can actually do this and you can have it in your fridge for a day or 2 or something like that. So you can always have it. So your kids, when they come home, they can do this if they want. But then it needs to be hot. So quite early you need to put this in. Now maybe it's a little bit too early to do it. But I will not wait 15 minutes because I don't have time. So let's do it like this. I stop here and I don't have time to wait 15 minutes to this as well. So, but anyway, I can prepare while this is heating up. I put it into the socket here. I can do some whipped cream. Normally we serve it with whipped cream and then jam. I prefer the raspberry. You put it in here, some cream, and you whip it. Okay, so I rearranged a little bit here. Just finalize some whipping here. That looks good. Just before I put it into the mixture into the iron here, I just wanted to tell you that it's quite thick still, you know. So it's a nice one. But so then you open this. It should come some smoke if it's warm enough in the beginning here. I think the first time you don't do it, the first time you do it, it will not probably smoke. But maybe you should put in some extra butter the first time as well. But as you can see here, it came out smoke, and then you pour in the right amount. As it's swelling in the iron as well, you need to be careful to pour in too much. You can see this one is. I don't fill it up completely, not even down there. I can add more later, or next one if I... Then I wait a little bit and then I put it down like this. And then I put it in pause. It doesn't take a long time at all. So we're getting there soon. Maybe 2 or 3 minutes, I don't remember really when I started. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. You can probably have it a little bit more if you prefer the darker version. Then you put this down. So you can warm up a little bit to the next one. You put a little bit jam on this. You realize that they get one each after a while, and you can prepare some of them by putting it on this stuff that I showed previously. But otherwise, you should make them as you go, so to say. So now it's ready for the next one. So I would say that this serves about 2-3 people. This one batch. So you probably need 2 batches if you're a family of 5. Depends also if you're going to eat it as a main dish, or just 1 or 2 to get with coffee in the afternoon tea or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to eat this now. Good luck!